Ladies and gentlemen, it is my privilege to introduce the class of 2025. Good evening and welcome to the 143rd graduation of Crown Point High School. As we begin tonight's ceremony, I want to welcome parents, families, and guests to our campus. Our community is our strength, and I thank all of you for the support that you have shown our students throughout the past 4 years. This is an important rite of passage for our students, and we are excited for tonight's celebration. Thank you for demonstrating respect for our students, our school, and our community with the grace and style that embodies Crown Point, Indiana. Please rise and remain standing as the senior members of our Crown Point High School choir perform the national anthem, followed by our school song.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's red glare was bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Cheer, cheer for your Crown Point High, ever her praises ring to the sky. We will always fight for you, you'll find us loyal, ever true. What though the odds be great or small, dear Crown Point High will win over all. Red and white will always lead us onward to victory.
You may be seated. At this time, it is my privilege to introduce distinguished leaders within our school district who have supported our students and this event. They include a district leadership team and school board members that have fostered a climate for all of our students to pursue their goals. We thank you for your time, your talent, and energy in the service of our students. Please hold your applause until all are announced. The Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Todd Terrell, School Board President Brian Smith, School Board Member Tim Vassar, School Board Member Scott Angel, School Board Member David Warney, School Board Member Danielle Bazin, Assistant Superintendent Mark Gianfermi, Director of Grants and Assessment Jim Hardman, Director of Secondary Education Sabrina Ramirez, Director of Elementary Education Nick Chiquina, Director of Exceptional Education Heather Paskus, Chief Human Resource Officer Art Akiwa, Chief Financial Officer Matt Reese, Director of Communications Brooke Allen. Please give our district leaders and members of our school board a round of applause. Next, I would like to take a moment to recognize the faculty and staff members of Crown Point High School who have joined us tonight to assist and to celebrate our graduates. Thank you for your dedication to our students and the example that you set for our school. Staff members, please stand for applause. We will now welcome some special guests to tonight's ceremony. Crown Point High School values the strong partnership that we have with the United States military. In attendance tonight are representatives of the Marines, Army, Navy, Air Force, National Guard, and Coast Guard. Military guests around the stadium, please stand so we can recognize you for all that you do for our students, school, community, and nation. Next, I want to recognize the City of Crown Point and representatives from Winfield and Cedar Lake. We are fortunate to enjoy a strong partnership with all three communities. In attendance tonight are representatives of the Crown Point Police, Fire, EMT, EMA, as well as members of the Lake County Police Department. It is important to note the significant role that these individuals play in our community. Thank you for your dedication to our students and school. Would our city and county representatives please stand for a round of applause? At this time, I would like to recognize our graduates who are enlisting in the military. Each student in this distinguished group is wearing a stole with the insignia and colors that represent the branch of the military that they will join in service to our country. Students joining the military, please stand for applause. We have several students wearing honor cords this evening. The legend in the bottom of the right-hand corner of the program outlines the different honor societies recognizing graduates this evening. At this time, I ask that our students wearing honor cords stand for applause. And finally, I would like to distinguish academic achievement in the graduating class by recognizing our Laude students. Our cum laude students are wearing a white stole tonight and have earned grade point averages between 3.85 and 4.09. Please stand for applause. Our magna cum laude students are wearing a silver stole tonight and have earned grade point averages between 4.10 and 4.34. Please stand for applause. Our highest level of academic recognition is reserved for our summa cum laude students. These students have earned grade point averages of 4.35 and above. Tonight, our summa cum laude students are wearing gold stoles. Please stand for applause. Graduates, let's now take a moment to acknowledge your parents, your grandparents, your mentors, your friends that are here showing you support tonight. Class of 2025, feel free to stand and wave and recognize the people that have helped you get to this point in time. It is now my pleasure to introduce our first student speaker this evening. This student met the initial criteria of being eligible to speak at graduation by earning summa cum laude distinction. From there, summa cum laude students delivered speeches to be considered for this commencement ceremony by a team of faculty members, who then selected the two that they felt would capture the spirit of this ceremony while representing the class of 2025. It is my great pleasure to introduce Crown Point High School senior Catherine Nordyke to deliver our first honored student speech.
Thank you, Mr. Marsnick, for that introduction. Welcome, friends, family, guests, and graduates. Thank you for being here today to celebrate the commencement of our high school journey and beginning of the rest of our lives. Just recently, I asked my grandma what her best piece of advice is, and she simply said, surround yourself with good company. That phrase rings true for our future, but also represents our past. We've all had a unique journey in our time here at Crown Point High School, and at first I didn't feel worthy of giving a speech that could represent the experiences of everyone on this field. From sports, to clubs, to classes, and everything in between, there have been endless opportunities to improve and change ourselves. However, through all our distinct experiences, we have grown united as a class by having the privilege of facing this era of our lives together. Looking back, that first day of freshman year was undoubtedly an overwhelming experience. The hallways felt so crowded with unfamiliar faces, and it felt so easy to get lost in a school that has only grown over our 4 years. And I mean that literally and figuratively, because I know I've gotten turned around in the hallways countless times. Yet throughout these past years, we've learned more about the people all around us as we stood side by side through every success and setback, and began to find that it's impossible to get lost when surrounded by people who care. Even at times we feel completely isolated, it's important to remember we are never truly alone if we have ourselves. During our time here at Crown Point, we cheered till we lost our voices at football games together, dragged ourselves into school bright and early in the morning together, breathed a sigh of relief at the end of finals together, and through it all, grew up together. So although 4 years ago, we were only just entering this school as wide-eyed freshmen, we discovered the power that comes from surrounding ourselves with good company. Now, getting to this point took hard work and dedication, but also didn't come without its fair share of mistakes. I know I speak for myself when I say I made countless mistakes, in school and in life. However, mistakes are unavoidable. What truly matters is how we choose to move on and grow from them. Every mistake is hard-earned proof of the effort we have all put into graduating, and every fault has molded us into the strong individuals we are today. Perseverance isn't in any unit taught in classroom, yet it's a valuable lesson we discovered here at Crown Point. Moving forward from today, I hope we all continue to make mistakes, as they are what forms us into the best version of ourselves. We should all be proud of ourselves and each other for accomplishing this milestone in our lives. Getting here wasn't easy, but it was worth it. As we all go our separate ways, we will surely come to a point in our lives where we feel lost in a sea of people, just like that first day here. When that happens, it's important to remember to look around at everyone who cares and to continue to surround yourself with good company. And remember, once a bulldog, always a bulldog. Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2025.
Thank you, Catherine. At this time, I would now like to introduce Crown Point High School senior Sebastian Ayala to deliver our second honored student speech.
Thank you, Mr. Marcinek, for that introduction. Good evening, school board members, administrators, families, friends, and most importantly, the class of 2025. Today is a celebration of the countless late nights, finishing homework, the stress of submitting essays into anti-cheating platforms like Turnitin, and the tests we left thinking we failed, but somehow passed. Graduates, we made it. Take a deep breath and enjoy this moment. Your hard work has paid off. Without a doubt, throughout these past 4 years, we all have experienced different stresses, failures, accomplishments, and outcomes that have molded us into who we are. Some of us were the quiet students in class, while others were the class clowns. But despite the differences we share, every single one of us has played a vital role in the journey we have shared together. Throughout these years, we have supported one another, challenged one another, and most importantly, grown together. Today, we celebrate our accomplishments and our collective strength as a class that represents resilience, unity, and diversity. Every ending starts with a new beginning, and today, we stand at the edge of both. Today, we all look back at the 4 years that helped shape us into who we are. As we reflect on the last 4 years, we experienced life lessons, developed friendships, perhaps a heartbreak, and a few awkward moments we hopefully can laugh about later. Now, we are ready to embark on a new journey, one that embraces pride and curiosity. If there's one truth about life, it's this: everything changes. The world changes, people change, our plans, dreams, and even who we are change. But through it all, there is something that stays the same: the good. In an ever-changing world, the values we hold, the relationships we cherish, and the memories that made us who we are, those remain. They endure the test of time. Thus, class of 2025, I have a proposal. Before you all rush off and take pictures with your friends or head to graduation dinner, take the time to find the person or people who helped guide you through this chapter of your life. Whether it's a friend who always stood by your side, a teacher who advocated for you during a time you needed it most, or a counselor who helped guide you in a positive direction, thank them. While this moment is ours, our perseverance and determination stems from the people who were always there when we needed them to be. That being said, Mom, Dad, words cannot express my appreciation and gratitude I have for you both. I really couldn't have done this without the two of you. Thank you for everything. And with that, graduates, as this chapter comes to a close, a new one begins. Whether your next steps are towards college, enlisting in the military, joining a trade, traveling, or something completely different, do it with courage and pride. Find the people who can help you thrive, because we are stronger when we achieve success together. No one can do everything alone. The world needs your voice, intuition, ideas, and compassion. Work hard. Whatever you do, make a difference. Congratulations, class of 2025. I couldn't be more proud of each and every one of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Sebastian. Every individual tonight in our stadium can influence the lives of others in a positive way. We know our teachers have been very influential in the journey of our students towards graduation. Crown Point High School is truly fortunate to have so many incredibly talented teachers, one of which being Mr. Brian Elston. Graduates, Mr. Elston is a teacher and mentor fueled by a commitment to bringing out the very best and most passionate performance of every individual student. I am honored and extremely proud to present our next speaker, Mr. Brian Elston.
Hello, and welcome to everyone. I'd like to, on behalf of the Crown Point staff, welcome everyone to graduation 2025, right? Amazing night, exciting times, right? I'd like to offer a special welcome to our superintendent of schools, Dr. Terrell, our board members, all right, that are here and not here, all right, our admin team, right? I'd also like to welcome all the Crown Point community people, right? Wow, 143 years of graduation ceremonies. That's tradition, all right? That is amazing. That tells you about the support and the importance of what this night is, right? I'd also like to welcome all the friends and the family that have made probably pretty long distances for some of you guys, right, to be here for this very special night, right? And also, especially, I'd like to welcome the Crown Point grads, right? What a night, right? Here we go, all right? You're almost there. Right, unbelievable. All right, thank you for offering or allowing me to have this opportunity to speak to you guys. Right, I'm very proud and very honored, right, to do this. It's kind of funny. About 3-4 weeks ago in my class, we were talking about this night, right, with some of my students, and they were asking, have you ever done this before? How many years have you been teaching? Right, I know I look like I'm 22 years old, but I started teaching in 1988. Ugh, right, that's like back in the dinosaurs, right? All right, so then I thought about it. I've been teaching for 5 decades, 2 centuries, and 2 millennia. Right, that's amazing when you start thinking about that, right? But it's my 37th year of teaching. This is so exciting. It's my favorite time of the year. It's my favorite night of the year, right? To see all this excitement, this energy, this pride that you have, right? For everyone that's going to be graduating here, all right? Congratulations. All right, so a couple things I want to bring up. There's a couple people a couple groups I want to talk to right now. First, I'd like to talk to the students, the graduating students. Graduation, to me, it's a little bit different because I have a little different perspective. I was a student for 25 years, teacher for 37 years. and also parents of 2 Crown Point grads. So I've seen this graduation night from many different perspectives, right? And I hope I can offer you a bit of advice, right, from a guy who's been around, right, who's been there, right? First, the important thing about tonight is remember how you got here. There's a lot of important people that helped you through the good times and through the bad times, right? Some of you guys had a lot of good times and some not so many good times, but there's been a lot of people there that had your back. Remember those elementary years, all right, where you went that first day of school. How excited were you, all right? That first day of kindergarten, that first day of first grade, first day of second grade. I'm sure your parents know, right? They remember it well, right? When you were so excited about school. School was fun, right? Everything was great, right? You came home, you were excited to talk to your parents about what went on that day. What happened to that? Right? I'm sure you don't do it now in high school, right? There's no way. Oh, yeah. Ooh, what we did today at school, right? Went through all those things. But remember all those teachers, the librarians, the guidance counselors, the custodians, the bus drivers, the cafeteria workers that were all there for you, and how important they were for you in those beginning years. Right, those elementary teachers were like the stars in your eyes, right? If you saw them in the grocery store, you'd want their autographs, right? They were just really special for you. Then here comes the middle school years, right? Oh man, there's some changes there, right? I'm sure you felt some changes. I know your parents felt some changes. By the way, do we have any middle school teachers out here? Man, hats off to you guys. Holy mackerel, I don't know how you do it, right? I've been a veteran for 37 years, and there's not many things I'm scared of in the classroom, but if I had to stand in front of 20, 30 middle school rugrats, oh, geez, right? I'd be scared to death, right? I'm sweating right now, right? Just thinking about it, right? So, also thinking in those middle school years about what high school is going to be like, right? Were you scared? Were you thinking you're going to be pushed in lockers, flushed down the toilet, or whatever you're going to have, all right? Or was it going to be one of those high school musicals, right? Zac Efron and Gabriella, right? You're going to be doing some dances and singing every day, whatever, right? So, think about those middle school teachers, and again, the same thing, custodians, the librarians, the administrators, everyone that helped you through some of those times. And then comes high school. Oh man, that was a different first day, wasn't it? You're walking in here into this gargantuan school here, right? And oh my gosh, you had to have been scared, right? One, where the heck are you? All right, you got 7 periods you got to go to, and you got to remember every single room. You got to get it in the correct order. And then wait a second, you don't even have the same schedule every day. Wow, all right, what are you going to do? All right, so then now, and then not only that, you guys were the construction class, right? We had hallways that were blocked off, right? Narrow hallways and everything, right? Then you had to figure out C wing versus D wing. There's E wing, there's F wing, pick any letter, whatever. I've been teaching here for 20, 25 years here at Crown Point. I still know my way around, right? I don't know what C, D, whatever. They got to do on call for me all the time in the PA. Oh, there's Elston again, all right? Walking around aimlessly, he's lost again, all right? Help him find his way to the class. Right, but those were the scary times. Remember those 9th grade teachers that really helped you become a high school student. Right, don't forget those guys. Those guys are very special. How about the 10th grade teachers that really start helping guide you to what type of classes you want to take your final 2 years of the school. And then you get to the really cool teachers, those 11th and 12th grade teachers. Those guys were the best teachers, of course, in your whole careers out there, right? They're the ones that pounded this information in you. Yeah, memorize these facts, memorize these essays, do all these problems, these essays, whatever. Holy mackerel. And then make you believe that you can do it, right? There's a lot of people, if you just think about that, right? And then don't forget all your friends that you had. Right, you had many different types of friends that helped you throughout those tough times and those happy times, right? And last but not least, sorry, the parents. Jeez, all the different times they had to take you to school, they gave you their car whenever your car was not working, they drove you to practice, made sure that you did your homework, stayed up late, right? Did all that sort of stuff. So all I'm bringing this up for is there's a lot of people that helped you out. Right, and I always bring this kind of thing up because it's very difficult to say thank you, right? And I know a lot of people have a hard time doing that, right? Don't be afraid to go up to that elementary teacher and give them a hug. Thank you, thank you for being there. Thank you for making school exciting for me, right? Go up to those middle school teachers, right? So give them that high five or that knuckle butt, all right, or something, something to make them feel good. Right, go up to those high school teachers, right? Especially, like that anatomy or that AP Bio teacher. Don't be afraid to give them the keys to your car, a brand new car. That's perfectly fine, right? Or a nice big grant for retirement, so I don't have to teach another 200 years. Right, so there has been a lot of people. Don't be afraid to go up to your parents and say thank you. Right, take them out to dinner. Right, you could afford McDonald's or Chipotle or something like that. Maybe something high class like, I don't know, Portillo's or something like that. I don't know. Right, but they're gonna love it. Everyone will love it. There's a lot of people that's been here for you. Right, the second thing I'd like to bring up to you guys is your future. Right, man, I remember when I was a graduating senior. Scary times, and also I was very excited, right? You got the future in front of you. Everything's in front of you, right? Please don't be scared to make a mistake. Don't be afraid, all right? You're going to make mistakes. Come on, I make mistakes every day in the classroom. Right? You'd ask my students all the time. Oh, there he goes again, right? Doesn't know what he's saying again, right? But you're going to make mistakes, all right? So just know you're going to do it. But whatever you do, try something new, right? Do something that you've never done before. Try a language, right? Go do a hobby that you've never done before. I saw this somewhere where they said, turn off the GPS, right, of your life, right? Someone else's GPS, right? Just turn that off and you be the pathway of your own future, right? And do things the way you want to do it, right? In the passion that you have. But whatever you do it with passion, right? Be the best that you can be, right? Whatever it's going to be in life, right? Wherever it takes you. Be the best at your job. Be the best at your career. Be the best spouse that you could be. Be the best parent that you could be, right? Just always strive to have that passion and enjoy whatever you're going to do in your life. Right. The next people I'd like to talk to are the parents. Right. The parents, you guys, you enjoy this night too. This is for you too. All right. So you've had to do this whew, we made it. Right. About 5 years ago, some of you guys are probably saying, are we ever going to get here? And you're probably saying, hey, Elson, pick this up. Because I think maybe they're going to come up with a rule that my kid's not going to cross the stage. Right. We need to get this thing rolling. All right, but some of the proudest things in my life were I am married to a beautiful and very wise woman, right? Mrs. Elson, right? And she's got to always make sure I go the right way all the time, whatever. But what you want to make sure you do as a parents of, we had two beautiful daughters that graduated from Crown Point High School. Right, and we're very proud of what we did, right, and what we did while we were in teachers and also afterwards. And so some advice I hope I can give to you is, one, enjoy the moment, all right? Like I said, this is your night too, right? Don't be afraid to be proud of what you've done, right? Because you did, all right? You should be very proud, right? You got these guys through it, and you got these guys through it, and they're very good people. Right, you did what you were supposed to do. All right, that's number one. Enjoy the moment. All right, the second thing I got to tell you is let them fly. Right, same thing I said before. Remember what you felt like when you graduated from high school. All right, everything was out there in front of you. You were excited. You want to do new things too yourself. Let them do that too, right? That's the hardest thing to do. You always want to help them out, right? Right, but you got to let them decide what they want to do. Right, that's one of the biggest things that I want to give you as advice. But some of you guys have made it a little tough, right? So it's going to be hard to nudge them out because what did you do? You went and built that 100-foot TV in your basement. Right, I talked to a lot of these guys. I don't want to go to college. I got TV right there. You got hot tubs sitting right next to it. Right, you got everything down there. Right, why would they want to leave? Right, but you just got to give them a little bit extra nudge, right? And let them find things for themselves, right? Because these guys are amazing people, right? You guys did a really good job, right, through your high school career and your educational background. So finally, wrapping things up, right? Hey, woo, all right, yes, all right, wrapping things up. Again, thank you for allowing me to speak to you. All right, it's an honor and it's a pleasure. Congratulations and good luck to you.
Thank you, Mr. Elson. Superintendent Darrell, School Board President Angel, and fellow school board members and cabinet. It is my pleasure and honor as principal of Crown Point High School to present to you the class of 2025. The senior students seated before you have successfully completed the requirements as defined by the state of Indiana and the Crown Point Community School Corporation on this 5th day of June, year 2025. They are therefore entitled to receive their Crown Point High School diploma and enjoy all the rights and privileges pertaining hereto.
Thank you. Congratulations, class of 2025. By the powers vested to me by the state of Indiana and the Board of School Trustees of the Crown Point Community School Corporation, I declare that you are graduates of Crown Point High School. Mr. Marcinek, please let the distribution of diplomas begin.
Thank you, Dr. Terrell. Students, this is the moment that you've been waiting for. Congratulations on a job well done. Parents, families, visitors, and distinguished guests, please refrain from applause so that everyone can clearly hear their graduate's name. At this time, we will individually recognize the class of 2025.
Dr. Ali Abdul Hassan, Rama Abu Khalil, Liliana Adamovich, Roman Mikret, Isabel Grace Adams, Ryan Elizabeth Adzia, David Ian Zadil S. Agan, Seal Bashir Al-Quda, Jackson Alexander, Alyssa Joyce Algazine, Charles Aloysius Alspach, Pavina Isabel Alvarez, Casey Jess Anderson, Sean Robert Anderson, Ariana Marula Andrew, Tina Catherine Apolsius, Lorena Admari Arroyo, Dawson Chase Arter, Anthony John Atwood, Serena Mohammed Awad, Ratal Mohammed Awadallah, Kayla Liseth Ayala, Emiliano Ayala, Sebastian Ayala, Brandon Thomas Ait, Zoha Faber, Brendan Matthew Baker, Richard James Bako, Iris Elise Balderas, Benjamin David Banks, Savas Angelo Barajas, Anna Elizabeth Barron, David Edwin Barrera, Joey Barrera, Alexander Joseph Bartholomew, Nigel Nathaniel Bartlett, Molly Grace Antoinette Barczewski, Gianna Bazile, Alyssa Ann Beatty, Adelise Grace Bean, Kaylin Marie Bednars, Quinn Joseph Begley, Nicholas William Belichick, William Andrew Best, Adriana Desiree Bibbs, Andrea Rebecca Bibbs, Sophia Joy Bilowski, Zane Robert Biernat, Kayla Grace Bykoff, Peyton Riley Bishop, Jackson Wade Blackwell, Madison Blazing, Skylar Starr Bobbitt, Andrew John Bodemer, Aaron Joseph Bodnar, Colin Bodnar, Asher David Boldy. Elijah Malachi Bonner. Addison Rose Borders. Oasis William Joseph Borgen. Kevin Creasap. Logan John Borner. Harrison Ray Borowsich. Jack Taylor Borowsich. Jayla Boshnakovich. Madeline Grace Boyle. Isabella Bianchi Ozakowski. Emma Teresa Bragg. Kyle Michael Brainerd. Tyler David Brainerd. Tristan Jacob Bernstrom. Joshua Richard Brown. Anthony Charles Brenner. Leah Marie Brenner. Benjamin Robert Bruker. Cheyenne Raven Therese Brewer. Elaine Brown. Jillian Caitlin Brown. Sanaya Claire Brown. Zaylee Renee Brozak. Michelangelo Francis Bruto. Danica Renee Bryant. Lucille Rose Bugia. Emma Paige Bundy. Cadence Marie Burnett. Samuel Angelo Caballero. Dawson Ellis Cadena. Jorge Guadalupe Campos. Spencer Daniel Cannon. Nicholas Stephen Cano. Emma Elizabeth Kappas. Anthony Cartachea. McKenna Hope Carmichael. Brooklyn Alexis Carter. Gianna Ray Castillo. Jaden Rebecca Castro. Sydney Joan Cavalcante. Stefan Selikoski. Veronica Nayeli Cervantes. Casey Chambers. Alexa Riley Chapman. Kimberly Rose Cheriton. Linus Frederick Rayner Cheriton. Alexis Rose Chavira. William Jack Chidsey. James Anthony Childress. Adeline May Chin. Faith Iso Choi. Abigail Joy Christensen. Brady Michael Clark. Joanna Faye Klausing. Alyssa Lynn Clymer. Emily Ryan Kofer. Kaylee Nicole Cohen. Darius Alexander Pohl. Nick Collier. Nathan Howard Collins. Nicholas Condis. Jacob Christopher Kahn. Ashton Armani Cook. Robert John Cook. Nisali Isabel Kuhn. Madison Patricia Cooper. Zachary Daniel Cooper. Savannah Madison Corning Kovach. Elijah Angel Correa. Desmond Christian Cortopassi. Logan Cody Cotton. Connor Gwynn Coughlin. Devin Michael Kosmanoff. Jason Creech. Elia Zara Krisan. Catherine Ann Saronakrak. Alexander James Cruz. Alicia K. Cruz. Sean Edward Cuevas. Gage Peterson Kuhlheim. Mina Marie Dallas. Jack Roland Daniels. Jacob Ryan Darnell. Christian Jamie De La Paz. McKenna De St. Jean. Sophia Sina Dedick. Brianna Sol De Jesus. James De La Cruz. Jack Benjamin Donna. Bella Rose De Silvestro. Derek James Deanna. Clementine Bridget Dickinson. Michael Scott Deesum. Daniel Arthur Dillner. Savannah M. Dorsch. Brody Marshall Doubts. Riley Joseph Drangmeister. Carter Stephen Draves. Aiden Matthew Dress. John Timothy Duggan. Maya Dukelska. Samantha Paige Dunlap. Dylan Eric Duval. Claire Ryan Early. Gabriella Jacqueline Eberhardt. Isabel Grace Egner. Noah Nicholas Ehrlich. Tyler Jeffrey Ike. Xavier Santos Elizalde. Cecilia Estelle Elizondo. Larry Jeffrey Ellison. Austin Cole Emanuelson. Sophia Katerina Emanolitis. Emily Dawn Engel. Joshua Erb. Brady Allen Erdelak. McKenna Grace Irvin. Angel Miguel Escobedo. Angel Esther. Joseph Robert Etheridge. Abigail Elise Evans. Tyler Michael Balachetti. Rua Ferris. Aubrey Rose Ella Farn. Leah Rose Fenner. Mire Gilberto Fernandez. Sophia Isabella Fierros. Autumn Kirsten Figueroa. Reese Woodrow Finch. Messiah Finley. Ryan Braden Finley. Haley Virginia Fishel. Lakshay. Mark Ray Fogarty. Damian Leonidas Forster. Isaac Elliott Foster. Gracie Lynn Faust. Alex Lynn Fromm. Ruthie Ryan Francis. Gregory Joseph Freeman. Ellie Lynn Friedman. Larson Fry. Autumn Jean Friza. Macy Marie Fuller. Gia Gajanis. Marco Alexander Galindo. Anthony Paul Gambino Jr. Peter D. Garzev. Jesus Garcia Manzano. Antonio Richie Garcia. Brian Garcia. Jacob Christopher Garcia. Owen Gray Carlisle Guard. Kiesia Garrett. Kyla Annette Garrett. Michael Carl Garrett. Ava Cheyenne Garza. Jordan Nicole Gates. Mariana Georgievsky. Olivia Garetta. Miles Gibbs. Jordan Ann Marie Gibson. Cooper James Gifford. Thomas George Picas. Titus Anthony Gill. Christina Georgeski. Russell Lewis Gleason. Max Lowacki. Leah Marie Goad. Nathan Christopher Godek. Ryan Goldie. Abby Laura Gomez. Daniel Armando Gonzalez. Isabella Renee Gonzalez. Stefan Georgiaski. Carson Andrew Granger. Carson Daniel Gray. Nathan Charles Gregory. Ashley Nicole Grindy. Cole Gross. Garrett Albert Gross. Eliana Magdalene Grit. Thomas Aaron Guadagno. Aiden James Gubbins. Liam Frederick Gubbins. Ricardo Mateo Guerra. Eric Christian Guerrero. Sailor Elizabeth. Kenneth Michael Kaczewski. Jacob Anthony Gutierrez. Joshua Raymond Gutierrez. Ainsley Emma Guchar. Anna Helene Guzek. Kira Hattie Hecker. Serena Walid Haddad. Logan Thomas Hack. Chance Nicholas Hahn. Benjamin Douglas Hale. Caleb Elias Halko. Aviana Jolie Hall. Riley Grace Hall. Ava Nicole Haluska. Mason Nicholas Ham. Ren Labad Hamad. Paige Ann Hampton. Jonathan Michael Hampton. Cade Ryan Hand. Jaden Andre Dempsey Hansbrough. Hunter Michael Haskell. Nyla Nemaya Hassel. Alex Hay. Dane Hayden. David Allen Hedges. Lane D. Hedges. Annika Hines. Allison Eileen Helton. Maya Rose Heeman. Colby Henderlong. Olivia Christine Henley. Addison Quinn Henry. Jemiah Anise Henry. Aiden Thomas Hentz. Sadie Lynn Hurlitz. Hannah Marie Hewitt. Joseph Michael Hill. Dylan Hines. Caitlin Tony Hines. Sarah Rose Albasco. Rylan James Hotchlether. Aiden David Hoffman. Logan Hofstra. Allison Carey Holbrook. Lauren Sefa Homatowu. Calvin Lee Hua. Christian Lee Hua. Isabella Rose Hubbard. Justice Michael Hummel. Aiden Glenn Hunt. Ethan Robert Hunt. Alan Troy Galagan. Kylie Ava Pelosi. Michael Robert Hinman. Samantha Rose Epema. Olivia Ray Isaacs Burgess. Dylan Lucas Isom. Ashley Marie Sintum. Bella Marie Jackson. Addison Summer Jamrock. Ferris Mahmoud Jarar. Marissa Sidney Javoric. Natalia Anna Jarwowski. Gavin Robert Gendris. Ashlyn Grace Jimenez. Ashley Elizabeth Johnson. Blake Walker Johnson. Brianna Riley Johnson. James Aaron Johnson. Leanne Marie Johnson. Trevor Allen Johnson. Anna Eleni Jones. Brooke Rayanne Jones. Hannah Noel Jordan. Madison Renee Califf. Lillian Elizabeth Alvidas. Logan Contreras. Caden Jolie Carson. Hannah Grace Katona. Arsamar Carr. Tanish Kaur. Avery Joshua Casimir. Zara Syed Kazmi. Jack Harvey Cagle. Vivian Rose Keene. Macy Lauralee Heilman. Emily Nicole Kellerman. Adil Hussein Khan. Jenna Charles Blarski. Keenan Taylor Kinney. Honesty Nico Kirk. Carter Robert Klepsch. Kylie Christine Clevin. Carly Vivian Klimowitz. Logan Andrew Knapp. Graham Parker Nessert. Iva Kochovska. Emily Kocholik. Jenny Cameron Corazon. Anastasia Kostovska. Kyle Allen Kovacic. Michaela Emily Koziarski. Chloe Madison Crowley. Colin Patrick Craiglow. Nicholas Robert Bastian. Brianna Madison Kuhn. Simon Carter Cooper. Jake Roland Michael Kerr. Carter Stephen Maya Kovachkov.
Dane Edward Lack. Austin Noah Langford. Savannah Mackenzie Laud. Cody Jonas Lehman. Cecilia Lernahan. Maya Carey Leesma. Anna Piper Lehman. Aubrey Lewandowski. Brianna Andriana Lewis. Christian Scott Lewis. Riley Allen Lewis. Adrian Michael Lucia. Andrew Jonathan Lira. Diego Manuel Lamelli. Gianni Anthony Lopez. Alira Laredo. Mason Alexander Lusak. Allison Claire Luca. Ryan Michael Lucas. Elizabeth Kathleen Lunn. Emma Ann McCartney. Gabriel Jesus Magallanes. Katie Jean Molly. Alice Jean Maloney. Margaret Emma Mance. William Michael Mangrum. Jordan Mackenzie Manoilovich. Abigail Grace Marchesi. Marco Marajevich. Madeline Grace Martel. Luis Samuel Martinez. Mia Faith Martinez. Yvette Anahi Martinez. Julia Masco. Lauren Elizabeth Matthews. Sophia Caroline Matthews. Emerson Ann Maxey. Andy Kai May. Isaac Joseph Maynard. Grayson Schliemann Mays. Gabriella Marie McClymont. Michael Dean McDaniel. David Wyatt McGregor. Christopher Thomas McMahon Jr. Lily Rain McNeil. Emily Irma McPencow. Sean McEwen. Rodney Burton Meacham. Anthony Miles Micka. Estrella Bianca Medina. Gibson Dylan Murley. Evelyn Misha May. Madison Melinda Mellon. Raymond Thomas Mayer. Bosika Miseva. Stavros Panagiotis Mihalakis. Logan Robert Mikola. Dominic Tomei Milevsky. Austin Keith Miller. Kerrigan Virginia Miller. Joshua Matthew Miller. Landon James Miller. Mia Marie Miller. Diesel Lee Menard. Nathan Alexander Menard. Aiden John Mirza. Magdalena Ellie Matreski. Reagan Monk. Danny Edwin Moore. Joel Aaron Moore. Catherine Rose Mortier. Thomas James Mortier. Molly Caitlin Mulligan. Sean Robert Murphy. Yazan Mosley. Jane Rose Myers. Gracelyn Leslie Knack. Petar Nadeski. Jackson Henry Narcom. Marco Nastovich. Kirsten Alexandra Nat. Angeline Marie Neal. Colin James Nelson. Morgan Dakshawn Nelson. Alexandra Nicole Netherton. Sophia Janelle Newell. Irene Nee. Anna Victoria Nichols. Maria Volanta Nicolaris. Maximilian Nicrudo. Cambria Reese Nordermeer. Catherine Olivia Nordyke. Samantha Catherine Colette Norin. Ella Josephine Novak. Jessica Elizabeth Novak. Morgan Riley Novak. Avery Lauren Nowak. Abigail Rose Nutter. Noah Evan Nuzo. Emily Paige Nygaard. Sean O'Keefe, Kylie Ray O'Neill, Peyton Elizabeth Upshoot, Chloe Elizabeth Olson, Quentin Edward Osborne, Ashley Jade Otten, Liam Christopher Owen, Isabella Marie Poppy, Lindsay Rose Poppy, Lila Michelle Pack, Aiden Aki Elko Polinich, Gabrielle Grace Palkovich, Kaylee Elizabeth Lynn Palomo, Elena Marie Panapinto, Santino Vincent Pape, Aldo Parada Hernandez, Andrew Joseph Parent, Lacey Olivia Parker, Brooke Adriana Parrott, Eris Jessica Pauley, Nicholas Theodore Pavlo, Chase Thomas Hain, Caesar Paz Velasquez, Corinne Amy Pert, Guranash Singh Pelia, Jetalyn Penaflorida, Troy Michael Pence, Naomi Zaline Peralta, Ava Ingrid Perez, Evan Michael Petrovic, Santino Picasso, Ren Pickering, Adam Philip Pearson, David Alexander Pineda, Jeremy Joseph Plasek, Mackenzie Eileen Pokrin, Chris Pozerwinski, Mackenzie Rebecca Poor, Amelia Ann Poliquin, Jared Andrew Porter, Addison Ray Postwaite, Jake Robert Poulter, Elizabeth Ann Prendergast, Nicola Michael Prentoski, Ethan Alexander Price, Jordan Jacob Prokop, Sophia Prox Candia, Christina Nicole Pruitt, Natalie Marie Pugh, Gavin John Pulley, Madison Jolie Purvis, Layla Alexa Quintanilla, Myra Mariam Reese, Tanner Allen Rawls, Tarani Anya Reddick, Lewis Thomas Reeder, Paige Madison Reed, Vance Elliott Reed, Joshua Matthew Reichelt, Hunter Walter Reed, Jaden Reitelbach, Chaz William Reinholtz, Aubrey Ellen Retker, Jorge Rabota, Cecilia Rose Richardson, Jaden Olivia Richardson, Gabriella Risteska, Austin James Rivera, Giselle Alani Rivera, Adriana Kimberly Rodriguez. Eric Angel Rodriguez Alvarez. Jaden Rodriguez. Jayla Renee Rodriguez. Joshua Jaden Rodriguez. Logan Jorge Rodriguez. Christian Nathan Rogers. Zoe Camille Rogus. Logan Roop. Ariana Lynn Rosario. Josiah Jacob Rose. Miley Rosenbaum. Ty Rosenbaum. Ari Bernard Rosenkrantz. Anna Marie Ross. Ryan Emily Ross. Grace Genevieve Rouse. Raquel Ruffin. Angel Gabriel Ruiz. Eladio Ruiz. Emma Jane Seishen. Zaid Bilal Safadi. Isabella Mia Sinato. Shayla Salazar. Leonardo Ramiro Sanchez. Rashad Bryson Santiago. Reagan Isabel Sapone. Sydney Louise Saki. Damian Diesel Sarna. Kane Lucas Sarna. Anthony Murillo Satterley. Mackenzie Grace Schubert. Samuel Schultz. Camden Thomas Schumann. Anna Dimitrios Stegros. Sophia Sekulovsky. Nayeli Serrano. Owen Thomas Serrano. Brendan Michael Severa. Austin Robert Shackleton. Autumn Lynn Hope Scholes. Zaria Nicole Simpson. Riley Elizabeth Seitz. Carlos Skowronski Nito. Logan Drew Skura. Tegan Smart. McKenna Paulette Smizer. Alexis Nicole Smith. Taylor Bell Smith. Callaway Clay Snyder. Jacob Joseph Soley. Joseph Hilaire Suki. Callie Lynn Spitz. Gabriella Josephine Stabler. Lillian Cora Stadnick. Emerson Grace Stamper. Ishmael Stanbeck. Andre Stankovic. Lillian Isabella Stanzioni. Madison K. Staples. Kai Matson Stosh. Kylie Thalia Jamie Stedman. Nicholas Ilya Stefanowski. Zachary Stephen Stefanovich. Porter David Stevens. Luke Stibich. Phelan Brody Steiner. Riste Stoyeski. Olivia Ann Sojkovic. Olivia Maria Stout. Emma Elizabeth Strickley. Maxwell Thomas Stroop. Casey Marie Struble. Maggie Jane Supis. Alana Noel Suttles. Haley Patricia Svilik. Bennett Morgan Symington. Ethan Curtis Zott. Lucas Anthony Simborski. Brody Amadeus Tabernacki. Favor Taiwo. Guinevere Lynn Tanis. Kirsten Tanner. William Amon Tarrin. Abigail Marie Taylor. Lily Anna Amber Taylor. Chase Terpstra. Amber Terrio. Michael Andrew Thill. Nina Elise Thomas. Isaac Lee Thompson. Jackson Richard Tierney. Martin Todorowski. Jackson Robert Torlano. Sasha Voyana Tchaikovsky. Sean Ryan Truesdale. Isabella Morgan Tufts. Kella Hannah Ture. Nathan James Udall. Aristian Ugranoski. Cameron Ryan Ira. Joseph Vasel. Mick Ivan Wagner. Sophia Valdez. Julia Ray Valerius. Eric Allen Vallis. Samantha Noel Van Hoos. Michaela May Vandergast. Jackson Jeffrey Van Volkenberg. Daniel Vasilevsky. Gabrielle Rosa Vega. Sylvia Celise Vega Alvarado. Melania Melanie Glorbe Velasquez. Isabella K. Vena. Evan Giuseppe Venzone. Miles Drolan Verputten. Soraya Vigil. Victoria Vigil. Jacob Villalpando. Lena Ann Vincent. Katar Verbicha. Carter Olson Walkowiak. Andrew Robert Wallen. William Arthur Ward. Jackson Thomas Wayne. Cohen Alexander Weber. Aiden Michael Whale. Aiden Eric Weeks. Lucas James Wegerson. Myra Bautista Weiss Amos. Ryan Lawrence Welsh. Kevin Christopher Werner. Mason James Westcott. Evan Wesolowski. Nicholas Thwin Whitaker. Ryan Thomas Whitaker. Rain Danielle White. Alex Whitmer. Nicholas James Wiedemann. Javen Noah Wiersma. Addison Diane Wiley. Alexander James Williams. Evan Jackson Williams. Logan Thomas Williams. Rakayla Akira Williams. Brady Jefferson Wilson. Brody William Douglas Wilson. Amelia Grace Wilson. Madison Elizabeth Wilson. Addison Alyssa Winicki. Braden Michael Winters. Mia James Whitty. Dylan James Werple. Carly Wolf. Sydney Lynn Marie Wood. Lavette Latrice Denise Woolridge. Corey Terrell Wright. Liam Yadrin. Sophia Isabella Yoldash. D'Angelo York. Brianna Dorothy Young. Leanne Zeed. Rizan Zaid. Madeline Sharon Zaleski. Bryce Anthony Zamoyski. Ava Elizabeth Zanstra. Gregory Allen Zellers Jr. Harry Lee Zhang. Braden Samuel Zimmerman. Randy Joseph Sahaki. Jose Ojeda. Nicole Lynn Zuno.
Let's give the class of 25 a round of applause.
Oh, we better not start down for it.
At this time, our symphony orchestra and senior choir members, under the direction of Aaron Zamelko and Bill Woods, will honor the class of 2025 with a rendition of Go the Distance from Disney's Hercules.
I have often dreamed of far off place where heroes welcome me,
Where the crowds will cheer when they see my face, and a voice keeps saying,
We are now at that special moment where it is time for these seniors to go the distance. Class of 2025, please rise. Graduates, you may now move your tassels from the right side of your cap to the left. This signifies that you are now official graduates of Crown Point High School. Congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, I am pleased to present to you the graduates of Crown Point High School, class of 2025.
David had strawberry kiwi. I was like, I'm gonna go be with the fam, guys.
Yeah.
You enjoy your time away. I hope you're taking tomorrow off.
I am. I'm going to take tomorrow off, yeah.
She's like, ah.
There we go. We got it.
There it is. Got through it. Yeah. Hey guys.
All right, see you, Todd. Hey, have a good trip. See you when you get back. Yep.